Quality is guaranteed. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh my God, like, we can't function and I've got a dog hair up my nose and one in my eyeball. Welcome to Spooky Chat.
Where anything goes.
Anything, guys. We're recording quite a few episodes today, and normally we start off quite sort of compos mentis, but today
I think it might be the other way around because my case is quite serious.
Okay, so perhaps we're just kind of
We're getting out of our systems
reversing.
now. Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, we were just discussing the fact that if we do a case that's more, so last one was cryptids, so it's a little bit more light-hearted, if it can be. So we feel able to be sillier.
Yeah. I don't know, I think it just comes out like we somehow subconsciously know we can be silly.
Silly.
All right, my love.
All right, my love. Have we got anything to catch up on? Have you had any weird, wonderful and or spooky, creepy happenings to your fine self?
No, I did think like there was a shadow past me the other day, but I don't think it was. Okay, I think it might have just been the fact that my glasses were dirty.
Probably. Yes, that is a recurring theme.
It's really.
Although it's talking about that. So when I was in the bar last night, it was quite dark down there. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons I chose it, dim lighting, obviously looked better in dim lighting. And I was reading the menu, but
know you're beautiful, right?
Oh, thank you. So are you. And I was reading the menu, but I was having to go like this to it.
You're beautiful too.
Yeah, of course you're beautiful. And Reggie's beautiful.
And Ned.
And Ned. So yeah, I had the menu and I was like kind of going like this really. I was like, for fuck's sake, I think I need glasses.
It's almost like Shakespearean.
Yes, maybe that's what it was.
Are you planning on joining the Royal Shakespeare Company or some sort of Amdram?
I could. Amdram. Did I tell you? I think I may have already spoken about this in a previous episode, but I tell you about the time that I went to laughter therapy once.
I think you have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, okay, because Goobs doesn't know, so apologies if I'm repeating it, but there we are. So when I was going to Cambridge Regional College, when I was living with you guys, one of the many times I was living with you, they had this like laughter therapy session at Cambridge Regional College in like the big kind of drama hall area.
They didn't have that when I was going there.
Well, it was awful though.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So my friend Sean was like, we'll go, so it'll be really fun. It was absolutely horrific. It was just my idea of a nightmare because it wasn't real laughing. You'd have to just like walk around. Yeah, you'd have to walk around in circles doing fake laughs at each other, and I was just so out of my comfort zone.
Oh, how awkward.
So I waited until the person who was doing the like facilitating to kind of, start talking, and everyone looked at him, and I just ran out of the hall, got in my Beetle and went and got some cigarettes because I was just like, this is awful. And then I waited for my friends to get out.
Then?
Yeah.
I don't recall you smoking then.
Yeah, I was smoking then. Just waited for my friends to come out, and it was awful. It wasn't therapy, it was torture.
The opposite of therapy.
It was, yeah.
Trauma.
But that reminds me of like that whole Amdram thing. I just can't. I'm not about that life. I applaud people that are, but I can't.
I used to really like theatre studies and things like that and acting, but I would never feel comfortable, especially when it was like the warm-up exercises and things like that.
Exactly. I loved doing drama, but it was the warm-up exercises and it was the weird...
I'm better if I'm just thrown into something, I think.
Me too. Yeah. Okay, so this is like a therapy session now, isn't it?
Well, we all need to.
Yes. Well, talking of weird things, I've got weird news for us this week. Ooh. So I've been scouring the tinterwebs for just weird occurrences that have sort of, been happening relatively recently. So the first one... It's from HuffPost online. And woman calls 911 after being hounded by up to 100 raccoons.
I mean, surely you don't want 911, you want animal control.
I don't know why it's so funny. I think it's because we send each other memes and it's generally there's a raccoon involved. So,
But the thing is, I would embrace that. I would feed them. They would become my family.
well, interestingly enough, this is what happens. So sheriff's deputies in Washington's Kitsap County frequently get calls about animals, loose livestock, problem dogs. But the 911 call they received recently from a woman being hounded by dozens of raccoons swarming her home near Paulsbo stood out. The woman reported having to flee her property after 50 to 100 raccoons descended upon it and were acting aggressively, said Kevin McCarthy, a spokesperson for the sheriff's office.
Yeah, 50 to 100, that's a bit of a leap, isn't
I mean,
it?
it is a bit of a f***ing lead. That's like me trying to count. It's like, that is a big range. You are both right. She told deputies that she'd started feeding a family of raccoons decades ago. And it was
Word spread.
absolutely fine until they obviously got together. Were like, listen, bro, there's this mad bitch up the road and she's feeding anything. And so, yeah, 6 weeks earlier when the number showing up went from a handful to 100.
Or 50.
Or 50.
Or in between.
So, you know.
I like the raccoon from Pocahontas.
I can't remember Pocahontas.
Yeah, cute little raccoon. I can't remember its name, though.
Oh, you're probably not old enough. There used to be a series, like a kids' series called The Raccoons.
Yeah.
It was animated.
Yeah,
That was
I do
really
remember
awesome.
it. And they had, like, the noses like that, didn't they?
Yeah. Some of them were quite weird looking.
Yeah.
That was really cool. But yeah, I don't know why, just loads of memes I send you are something to do with like a feral raccoon or a raccoon on meth.
Miko, that's it. Miko from Pocahontas.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
He's amazing.
We don't get raccoons in this country.
No, we don't.
I guess, what would our nearest thing be? A fox? Or a badger?
Or a
Is a raccoon...
fadger.
A fadger. Is a raccoon part of the bear formation?
Family.
Yeah. Are you dribbling?
No, not this time.
No. It's not actually at all. Okay. Interesting. So is it a dog? Or...
A cat.
Sorry, it's just gone off on one. I feel like this is somewhat, I was going to say inspirational. It's not that. Educational. It's a no, it is. Oh my God, Alex! I can't read, apparently.
No, to be fair, I would struggle to pronounce that. But
Can you please tell me what it
just
says?
a whole amalgamation of last episode and this episode so far. I'm gone.
How do you say that?
Oh, my insides hurt.
How the f*** do you say that word?
Cyanid?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay.
That's the one thing I can do is either pronounce or spell.
But that doesn't help me because I don't know what that is. So it's not a dog or a cat or a bear. It's a post-capenid. So
We're out. There. This episode's going to be 8 minutes long. We're out.
we've called it. It's too much. Oh, I've got another dog hair up my nose. Right. So this one is from AP News. These stories are so funny. Stolen shoe mystery solved as Japanese kindergarten. Oh, sorry. Stolen shoe mystery solved at Japanese kindergarten when security camera catches Weasel in the act.
That's another great insult to call someone Turkey
Weasel. So,
is he making a shoe factory?
yeah. So
To all his little weasel friends. Can you imagine weasels in Crocs?
Oh my God. That's another comic book character for our franchise. So Tokyo police thought a shoe thief was on the loose.
Why are you spending your resources on shoe thieves?
I don't know. I've no idea.
Why any pair of shoes?
But apparently they thought a shoe
pipes.
thief was on the loose at a kindergarten in southwestern Japan. Are you okay? No, she's not all right. Do you want me to continue?
Don't know her.
I don't know her.
Don't know her.
Until a security camera caught the furry culprit in action, a weasel with a tiny shoe in its mouth was spotted on the video footage after police installed 3 cameras in the school in the prefecture of Fukuoka. I'm so sorry.
I need to pee.
So sorry, viewers and or listener.
Really sweet.
Goose is just despairing.
You see Reg's face looking at
He's
me.
like, what the
So unimpressed.
Okay.
Where was it, sorry?
I'm not re-saying that, and I didn't mean to like offend anyone. It's just I'm absolutely thick, obviously. So it's great. It turned out not to be a human being. Deputy Police Chief Harakai Inada told the Associated Press Sunday. Teachers and parents had feared it could be a disturbed person with a shoe fetish. We're only 10 minutes in. I'm crying.
Thank heavens it's not a weirdo with a shoe fetish.
So, Japanese customarily take their shoes off before entering homes. The vanished shoes were all slip-ons that the children wore indoors, and they were stored in cubby holes next to the door.
Oh, it's off the season. They love a mule.
Yes,
Weasels.
that's it. Weasels are known to stash items, and people who keep weasels as pets give them toys so they can hide them. The weasels scattered shoes around and took 15 of them before police were called.
Definitely a fetish.
6 more were taken the following day. The weasel returned November 12th to steal 1 more shoe. Just one. That's when it got caught on camera.
Louboutin.
Got greedy.
Weasel's got taste.
Yeah. And the shoe-loving weasel only took the white indoor shoes made of canvas, likely because they were light to carry. So that was a shoe-thieving weasel, which I think, obviously, I won't do these things all the time on Spooky Chat, but I think I might just do it for my own amusement because these stories are absolutely golden. So, I mean, this is very, very appropriate to me. I should know this. You're not good at maths, are you, or are you?
No, terrible.
Okay, so this applies to both of us. Goobs, what are you like with maths, mate?
Very good.
Amazing. All right, so this doesn't apply to you. So next up from UP Online, 10-year-old calls 911 for help with math homework.
Yeah, I get it.
Very resourceful.
Because I'd be on the verge of a breakdown.
Yeah, exactly. A Wisconsin sheriff's deputy came to the rescue of a 10-year-old who called 911 to ask for help with math homework. The Shawano County Sheriff's Office said on a social media post that a dispatcher answered a 911 call from a 10-year-old who called to say that they needed help with his maths homework. So he stated that...
Why did his parents not teach him that 911 is for emergencies?
He told them. He stated that his family wasn't very good at maths either and he needed help. So they were useless, weren't they? So Sheriff George Lenzer said dispatcher Kim Krause explained to the young caller that 911 was not the appropriate number to call for homework help. But she also offered her assistance. So I feel like that was really good customer service.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, you're blocking the line for a potential emergency.
I feel like that is an emergency.
Yeah, but, you know, there's no lives at risk.
No, true. She said she had some time. So she said, can I help you with the problem?
Nobody's dying currently.
No, we're good
What's
at the
your
minute.
problem?
I'll give you a hand. So,
Oh.
and well, he gave this long problem with decimals and she was unable to help him.
Oh, so it's a f***ing waste anyway.
So she informed him, well, let me see if I've got a deputy near your residence.
Oh,
so Lenza told Good Morning America. So Deputy Chief Chase Mason was in the area and agreed to take a look at the math problem. Personally, I am also not overly proficient when it comes to math, but nonetheless, I responded to assist. Mason wrote in his report about the incident. I love that he wrote a report about it. I suppose they have to, don't they? Mason, who has a stepson the same age as the caller, sat down with the child and was able to solve the decimal-related maths problem. The Facebook post said, our young caller was provided a business card and was told that they were always there to help, except next time he should probably use the non-emergency line if it's not a life-threatening situation.
So basically it said you can call with your maths problems, but call the non-emergency line.
Non-emergency line. So that So it'd be like us saying, don't call 99 for maths help.
99.
999. 999. Call 111. Is it 111?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't do
no,
that.
it's 101, isn't it?
No, I don't even know what the fucking number is. So
111's the NHS.
Mate,
non-emergency.
maybe Google it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or ask your teacher. I need a bit more extra help with this one.
Yeah. Just be like, listen, mate.
Chat
this is
GPT.
hard. I can't do it. Don't make me call the police.
Because I will.
Because I will.
I've done it before.
Help a kid out. So I thought that was quite funny. I bet you that, I mean, we know there's some crazy calls to 911 and 999. But yeah, I just thought that was incredibly funny.
Have we either showed you the video of the guy that calls 911? I can't remember some of the lines from it. It's the most funniest thing. He's clearly had drugs.
Right.
But it's the funniest call. And
is it the guy who's on about the ghost baby?
No.
Oh, I have to send you that one. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah. My heart's beating backwards. All of this lot. It used to go forwards, but now it goes. Oh wait, well no. Beep boop, but now it goes. No, it's goop goop, isn't it, or something? Yeah.
Hilarious.
I don't know.
Right,
I'm not doing it for justice, but
we'll find out.
I will. We need to post it to the cars as well, just so they know
what we're talking
how
about.
funny it is. Yeah,
definitely. So I've actually also got some paranormal news this week for you. So I'm actually going to talk about the 5 most haunted places in the UK because they were not what I thought they were.
Oh.
So, I mean,
is Borley Rectory on there?
No. Well, this is like places as like towns as opposed to a singular. But this is according to the Mirror Online. So,
pinch of salt.
Take that with how and what you will. Didn't make sense, but So apparently Ipswich has actually crept to the top of the table as the spookiest spot in the country. The Suffolk Haunt has 43 spine-tingling reports of eerie goings-on packed into its 15 square miles, which I thought was quite interesting. I have been to Ipswich, but not for a very long time, so I can't really remember it.
Suffolk, innit?
Suffolk, innit, bruv. The town's ancient house is famed for its sightings of a monk ghost and the chilling sound of eerie footsteps, while the Christchurch mansion is haunted by the unsettled spirit of a young Victorian maid. That's interesting. I'm going to have to see what the Christchurch mansion is, because I feel like that might be a stately home. Even the Ipswich Museum chills visitors with a phantom Edwardian lady stalking its halls. So I feel like, as per the last episode, you could almost do a spooky road trip of sort of, the top,
definitely.
top 5.
Do you know the rude trip? I mean, technically, it would be a rude trip.
Yeah.
The ones where you go to all the, like, really rudely named places in the country, like
Amazing.
and Fingering Hoe and all of that lot. Mark's got a map. There we go.
Excellent.
I think we should do that.
You could combine the two. So then Lincoln actually emerges as a close second on the spooky scale. The city's got 14 square miles, and within that space there's 33 reports of hauntings and ghost sightings. Doesn't seem like much to me, to be perfectly honest. But Lincoln's castle walls echo with the cries of a woman executed after being accused of witchcraft. Mm-hmm. And there's obviously a lot of that in Norfolk, Norwich. We've talked about that before.
Chelmsford.
Everywhere, really, isn't it? The Magna Carta pub buzzes with stories of a ghostly monk and a cavalier. So again, old ghosts, no modern,
There is.
sort of tracksuit wearing people like us around. Or perhaps they are, we just don't notice them because they fit in with everybody. You know?
Maybe.
Could be a thing. And the imposing Lincoln Cathedral's Gothic setting comes with many tales of the spiritual realm, including the swinging monk. Now, this is unclear whether he's hanging, he's on an actual swing, he's doing some sort of acrobatics, or it could be a sex swing. I don't know. I'm just smizing.
Sex swing with a... Did you say medieval monk?
Yeah. No, it just says monk. Oh. Swinging monk.
Either way, I don't think sex swings were a thing back then.
Or were they?
Or were they? Yeah.
You know?
Well, people were quite inventive, weren't they?
Yeah.
When was the sex swing invented?
Perfect title for the episode as well.
The history of the swing.
Oh. Swinging in sexual... Oh, no, I think that means
practice.
Swingers.
Yeah. That's keys in the bowl, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna...
unless it means that. He might have been a swinging monk, as in he was a swinger.
No. Yeah, quite possibly.
You know, like, wouldn't have had car keys or house keys, but perhaps he would have had,
like the church keys.
church keys in a bowl. You never know.
I'm going to hazard a guess and say he was probably hanging. I think that's the more likely option.
All of which are somewhat disturbing, you know.
Whatever he was doing.
Then we've got the lovely Cambridge is up next.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise me at all.
It's one of the oldest cities, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe.
It's so beautiful as well. It's very, very cool. And so Cambridge is where paranormal enthusiasts have recorded 34 unsettling spiritual occurrences across the city's 16 square miles. I don't know.
When are the dates for these?
No, there's no time limit. There's no... I don't know. Again, this is coming straight from the Mirror online, so with all due respect...
Could be wrong.
Yeah. So amongst Cambridge's spooky highlights are Corpus Christi College, haunted by the apparition of a former master, Dr. Butts, while Peterhouse College hosts the ghost of Francis Dawes. Plus, seekers of supernatural thrills can visit the... I think this is how you say it, Leper Chapel? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I know where that is. That's as you're heading out of the city centre.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got that like little bridge thing, and you've got like the chapel that's just down there. That's the Leper Chapel.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean. So where echoes of its tragic past manifest through spiritual sightings of its departed lepers. Oh yeah, if I'd have read forward, I'd realise that is how you say
You've
it.
also got, I think it's the haunted bookshops in Cambridge, isn't
I
it?
should imagine there's loads. Yeah, this has not given us sort of absolutely loads of details.
It's not an exhaustive list.
No, it was me being lazy and just lifting shit off the internet, innit? But yeah, it's funny because, see, I would think that, like, obviously London would be pretty haunted.
But London used to be really small. Even though it was, like, still the largest city, say, in, like, the 14th century.
Yeah.
It was still fairly small at that point, and it was all walled in.
Yeah, and a load of people were living on that bridge, weren't they? Just, like, building houses on a bridge. I find that crazy.
Are you talking about Edinburgh?
No, London. There was one of the bridges had houses on it.
Yeah,
because it was getting very overcrowded.
Quite similar, they had like shops and houses on a bridge. Yeah.
So then we've got Exeter, with 34 reports of paranormal activity across its 18 square miles, and that comes in 4th place. Does it? I don't know if I'm counting this right. Possibly. No idea. The city's cathedral is said to be haunted by the ghost of a construction worker who fell to his death. So actually that is a more modern ghost then.
Is it though? Because they needed people to construct these things
way
back
could
when
have been
as well.
An old-timey construction worker, yeah. Fair enough.
Can you imagine just a ghost with Timberlands on?
Yeah, and high vis, like dressed like Kanye
Hard
West.
hat.
1400s. When
the cathedral was
opened. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then it could be like
Restoration.
So again, not much detail in here. So while Rougemont Castle is notorious for the spirits of the Babacoom murderer and his victims, which sounds very interesting. We should have a look at that more. For those seeking a cosy setting for ghostly encounters, the Well House Tavern is haunted by the ghost of a Spanish lady, and apparently that is the place to be.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool. And then we've got Oxford, which is at number 5, with 30 haunted locations within its 18 square miles. Oxford Castle is home to the ghost of Mary Blandy, among other spirits, while the Bodleian Library. I swear I'm not illiterate, I'm just tired.
You know, I mentioned Chelmsford earlier.
Yeah.
I meant Colchester.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Is known for its regal ghost of King Charles I.
Oh.
The Bear Inn, rumoured to be haunted by a former landlord, offers a traditional pub setting for those in search of a supernatural experience enjoyed over a pint, and why the hell not?
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah, I think that sounds quite cool. I sort of thought York would be up there.
And Edinburgh.
And Edinburgh and London.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's sort of not factually correct. It's just somebody's opinion, isn't it? That I've sort of lifted and gone, there you go. But I'm trying to think of where... I've been to York, but again, a very long time ago, can't really remember it. Been to Edinburgh to work, very long time ago. And did I tell you when... I don't remember when it was. But when I worked as a visual merchandiser for Timberland, me and my friend would share a room because we would just be nattering all the time anyway. So it was like, well, we may as well save a company money and share a room, which was actually very nice of us, I have to say. You're right, Reg. And one time, she used to book the hotels because she had really good taste in hotels, and she used to like the Malmaison hotel sort of chain. And she booked one once, and she wouldn't tell me what it was because they were normally converted from something cool. Yeah. And this was converted from an asylum. And it had just opened, so there was no room with twin beds in it. So I had to have my own room. Oh my God, I didn't sleep a wink.
Did you not?
No, I was so worried about it. I had the light on all night. Nothing weird happened, and it was beautiful. But
your mind plays tricks on you, though.
Yeah, my mind was like anxiety overload. I have to find out where that was. Could have been Bristol. Don't know. No idea.
I've been to York once. That was years and years and years ago. Edinburgh, we've been together, Mark and I.
Last go there?
That was the February before COVID hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went for his birthday.
Oh, nice.
He takes me to Prague and Amsterdam for mine. Was Amsterdam not... No, Prague was my birthday. I take him to Edinburgh.
Edinburgh's great, though.
Amsterdam was May, yeah, sorry. But yeah, we both loved Edinburgh. And again, we went for like the dark tourism pretty much just for the history of it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I no, you didn't tag along. And to be fair, I was like teacher's pet with the tour guide when we did the ghost tour guide. I was like, I don't know if you could tell where sort of he began and I ended. Essentially, my head was so far up.
I love the accent in Edinburgh as well. It's very, very nice.
It was very fucking windy.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, it's February.
Oh.
And we think Mark had COVID at that point as well.
Oh, no.
He was really ill.
Yeah, February is a bit of a month. It was February when I got arrested when I was a kid. It was on Mum's birthday.
It's not a totally month. Mark's birthday is in February.
Yeah, I know. It's good.
I've got a great thing planned for your birthday this year. Well, next year.
And it's Valentine's Day in February.
Yeah.
Anywho, so have you heard of black-eyed children?
Yes.
You have, okay.
We've spoken about them on this on the podcast before.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, black-eyed children, also known as the black-eyed kids, are a type of humanoid cryptid. Again, going back to cryptids.
Not the black-eyed peas.
Not
mistaken.
Not Will.i.am. Urban legend or ghost story that has become very prominent ever since the 1990s. So again, it's quite a recent thing.
But I don't think they originated that late, did they? I think it was a lot earlier.
Possibly. This is talking about kind of like a recent influx of reports.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's saying that it's been prominent since then. That doesn't mean it wasn't around before that. These creatures have pale skin and black eyes and have reportedly been seen hitchhiking or at the doorsteps of residential homes. According to legends, you must not let the black-eyed kids into your home. If you do, the following could happen. So this is a warning, guys, okay? Don't let them in.
I wouldn't let kids in my house anyway.
No. But if you did, this is what could happen to you. Malicious intent. So stories often depict black-eyed kids as having sinister motives. Those who have encountered them report feelings of dread and fear, suggesting they may bring harm or bad luck. Mm-hmm. So that's just like a bad vibe, basically. Loss of control. So allowing them into your space may symbolise losing control over your environment. And once invited in, it's believed they can then exert influence or cause disturbances. Which could be anything, really.
It could just be any kid.
There could also be supernatural consequences, Goobs. All right? In many narratives, inviting black-eyed kids in is linked to supernatural repercussions such as curses, hauntings, or even physical harm.
And they have to be invited in as well, don't they? Like a vampire.
Like a vampire. There's also a psychological impact, possibly. Encounters with these kids can be psychologically unsettling, leading to anxiety or fear. The idea of inviting something unknown and potentially harmful into one's life can be a source of significant distress. Maybe that's what happened to me.
Did you let a child into your house?
No, but perhaps that's where my anxiety came from. Maybe my mum let in a black-eyed kid to play with me and it f***ed up everything.
Sounds a bit nonsense.
Yeah. So, that was warming us up for
I don't think
a story.
They'd sort of turn up at ours and like trying to like inflict anxiety point and be like, no, she's got enough.
Yeah, I'm all out, mate. You literally, there's nothing more you can do.
You can throw it at me, bro.
Yeah, just go right ahead.
Yeah.
So, this is from the Daily Star online. So again,
Basically, no, I can't say that. That might offend people.
Take this with a pinch of salt. You guys okay?
Yeah. They're basically saying that they were of a particular
bothersome
group.
Religion.
Well, I was going to say bothersome group that knock on your door and try to chuck down your throat like a giant penis.
Oh, God. So apparently, gangs of these black-eyed ghost children terrorise Brits in the UK's most haunted woods.
Ooh.
So I like that, because I do like haunted woods. So apparently, gangs of black-eyed ghost children are terrorising walkers in Britain's most haunted woods. Hikers and dog walkers say they are being visited by the horrifying apparitions who tend to stalk the woodlands just as the sun goes down. Well, don't walk at night, maybe? Black-eyed children have been seen before in Cannock Chase in Staffordshire. So this is a place where lots of weird shit happens, and I feel like we should go there.
Yeah.
Because lots of weird shit happens there. So
just make sure everything's right with the car so we can puff it out there if we need to. But then they could quite possibly just make the car not go.
Yeah, in which case we need the car god on our side.
In which case we need roller skates.
Yeah.
So that we can put them on and then skate the shit out of there.
I wouldn't want to leave the car, though.
You wouldn't have a choice, babe.
Okay. So one of Britain's most haunted hotspots, Cannock Chase, I really, really want to go there. But paranormal experts fear they are getting braver, as they are now going as far as to physically touch locals to scare them. That is really scary. People in the area say they get a cold feeling swoop through their stomach and a feeling of being watched just before the tiny terrors arrive.
So Mark's found something saying that there are reports of fungi in Cannock's Chase, like hallucinogenics.
Okay. All right. So the Area 51 of the UK might have something to do with magic mushrooms. May or may not be taken.
We cannot confirm or deny.
Or maybe people aren't taking them willingly. Maybe the spores are in the air and they're just inhaling hallucinogens.
Possibly.
Like by mistake.
But
that'll probably make more people go there, to be fair.
That's where Mark was going.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I reckon that's probably what's happening. So maybe if you go there and you don't want to be influenced by magic mushroom spores, wear a mask.
Yeah.
You know, just so. Ghost hunter Lee Brickley explained, I've had a few reports of these black-eyed ghost children. One man got in touch and said he was walking through the woods and all of a sudden he felt a weird sensation in his stomach.
That's called diarrhoea from
But he said it was like a feeling of impending doom. Again, could be diarrhea.
So if they are tripping, they would all have the same visions.
Yeah, that's good point.
To be fair, if they've heard the stories and they're thinking about that and then they're inhaling that would possibly bring them to the forefront, because there's only some drugs that will your mood at the time will have no effect on what kind of trip you have. There's a lot of drugs that if you're, say, in a happy mood, you take a drug and that will just elevate that mood.
Yeah.
Whereas there are some that you cannot choose, which is... Right. You know, and that tends to be, I think, things like hallucinogenics.
Mescaline?
Fear and loathing, anyone?
So this guy says that his dog started to go mad and was pulling on the lead and barking. He said he stopped to look around when he felt something tugging on the back of his coat. He said he jumped and turned around to see this pale-faced little girl with completely black eyes, which looked like she wasn't human. Her clothes were in rags. She giggled, and then he said he felt chills down his spine before she skipped off into the trees. That is the scariest thing I've ever heard.
What is it about
so frightening.
Kids and things like, I don't know, something as innocent as skipping? Obviously, like her appearance, yes, but just the child aspect of it just makes it f***ing worse.
It does, and like when you get horror movies or ghost stories and they sort of play like children's nursery rhyme music, and it just intensifies it all, doesn't it?
I don't know whether it's something to do with like the supposed innocence of it all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
So, what makes this encounter particularly significant is the physical interaction. So most sightings of the black-eyed children are described as visual and auditory experiences, but this is one of the rare cases where the entity physically touched someone.
Like, get off, you prick.
Yeah.
Touch me. Physical contact.
And then I don't know who said this because I haven't written any more about it, but it's just somebody said, I believe the man's account to be genuine. His detailed description and the fear he still felt was palpable.
Again,
I don't know her. I don't know who that was.
You don't know her.
I never heard of her. So what do you think of that as a concept?
Creepy.
Black-eyed children in the woods.
I'm pretty sure The Simpsons did an episode on black-eyed kids.
Oh, if they did, I'm going to watch it.
They did.
That's amazing.
I'm pretty sure they called it the...
Was it a Halloween special?
Yeah, it was.
Simpsons Halloween special and Bob's Burgers Halloween specials are awesome. Oh, I might watch Bob's Burgers tonight, actually.
It's called the Black Eyed Please.
So, yeah, that's sort of all I've got for spooky and weird news for today. But I just thought they were quite funny.
The bloodening. That's the episode with the kids with the shiny eyes.
Oh, what, in The Simpsons? Mm. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to try and find that because that's awesome.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, and also, do you remember the music video to Total Eclipse of the Heart?
No, I don't actually.
That's got weird black-eyed kids in it. I'm sure it does.
Has it really?
I might be completely making this up. If not,
remember.
It was possibly a dream. If it was, that was weird. But, yeah. Ugh. Kids with weird eyes. Total Eclipse of the Heart.
They look like choir boys.
That's even creepier. You know, maybe this is where it started.
Maybe.
Perhaps old Bonnie Tyler started a...
Eyes are white, though.
They are white, yeah. Glowing.
Probably spent some time with the priest.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, so, that's kind of all I've got for today. But I really enjoyed finding the very, very random spooky news. And I like the fact that 2 of them were unnecessary phone calls to emergency services, which obviously we're not condoning. But the racoons...
They stole the show, really, didn't they?
And, to be fair, and the thieving weasel.
Yeah.
I mean...
The animal ones are always the funniest.
Yeah, that's just... that has just made me giggle.
I think I'd quite like to, I don't know, maybe in a spooky chat do something... I think I was telling you the other day, I needed to relax, so I put on a documentary about the plague, and obviously, and I'm obsessed, like fascinated by the Black Death. So I don't know, maybe in the spooky chats we could do things like that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like dark history stuff.
Go ahead, mate.
So I love a bit of that.
Yeah,
yeah,
do it. You're always welcome to talk about that awesome stuff.
Awesome. So do you have a get in my bin? Get in the bin.
Get in the bin. I was at preparing any of these, so I'm like trying to think on my feet, which is never good with me.
Yeah. That's how I live my life.
My life is a get in the bin. People taking the out of self-employed people.
Yeah.
Again, that's I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. And until the stop doing it, I'm going to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Stop taking the out of self-employed people. And I do feel, I don't want to be the person that says this, but I do feel like girls get it worse, especially if the person you're talking to happens to be a man.
Well, I don't know, they start to use condescension, don't they?
A lot of condescension and like bullying tactics. They don't assume you to be
assertive. Yeah. But we are learning, aren't we, Helen?
We are learning.
I'm giving you some assertive...
You are, and Alex is as well.
And Alex as well, yeah.
And Jess is also trying to help me out there.
You'll get in there, babe. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
So that's my get in my bin. Get in my pocket. Oh my God. Celebs go dating. It's hilarious. I've watched it before and then I sort of forgot you could watch it on More 4.
Yeah.
So it's just Rob Beckett does the voiceover.
I love Rob Beckett.
And it's
hilarious.
It's funny anyway, but it's worth it just for him.
Yeah.
Because he just makes it just absolutely hilarious. He's so clever and witty and quick, and yeah, so that's my get in my pocket this week.
Cool.
What's yours?
Get in the bin. Oh, I just thought of one and it's gone. Read Goobs.
So Goobs, get in the bin, is getting older. He says his body's falling apart. Really sorry to hear that, mate. You're right, bub?
Sorry. Just a sneeze.
And then his get in his pocket is Indian takeaway. I concur. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I absolutely love Indian takeaway.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant for vegans. So
my get in the bin is... It's gone again.
Your memory?
My memory, yeah. We'll go with that. My memory.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Not having enough time to do things.
Yeah. And we notoriously...
I think I've used that one before as well.
But we notoriously try and cram so much in.
Yeah.
We don't have a concept of time.
No.
I don't think. Might be something to do with the maths sort of thickness that we have.
Possibly.
I mean,
I don't know how people are doing a degree if they work full time and have a family.
Oh my God.
I've got no time to do anything.
Superheroes.
And I work full time. I'm doing the degree and the podcast. I've got a little boy to look after, Eddie, but I have no time.
Yeah.
Like most of the episodes seem to have been just chucked onto you to arrange and stuff because I'm like, I can't because...
Couldn't do it without you though, babe. You're the only one that laughs at my jokes. Sometimes Goobs does. Yeah. If I'm on form, he will sometimes laugh.
Or if you're at me.
Yeah, maybe laughing at me rather than with me, but I'll take that. A laugh's a laugh, right? So have you got to get in your pocket? Strange noises?
Do you know what? Might get in the pocket. Get in my pocket.
Your slippers?
My slippers that Alex and Mikey got me for my birthday.
They're
leopard
amazing.
print with smiley faces, but their eyes are lightning bolts.
That's just an amalgamation of coolness, that is. And you've got ghost socks on.
And I'm wearing ghost socks and green trackies.
Love this.
And a hoodie that says "Fuck your feelings."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, do you have a random fact? I actually don't have one. I'll read Goobs first. Yeah. So, he acquired a windsurf board and tied it to the back of a car in the snow. It was great fun until the car stopped without brakes on board.
On the board.
Oh, on the board. Great fun until the car stopped without brakes on the board. Right, I get you. Okay.
Again, it's fen living.
Fen living, yeah. It's like really wholesome.
Yeah, that's
fun.
Get in my pocket, it's fen living.
Yeah, just the generalness of fen.
My random fact is going to be that once I finish with my degree, I'm going to learn German.
Is it?
It is.
That's cool.
It's the one language that I think I could really not master. Like I can't roll my R's, so French is out the window. It would literally be Del Boy, Bonnet de douche, mange tout.
It's fine.
So yeah, German, and also because of Nana.
Yeah.
I think I really should have properly stuck with German rather than French.
And then you can just ring up Cousin Peter and just talk to him on the phone.
Yeah, he's more German than he is English now, I think.
He is now, yeah.
We used to have a great German teacher. He would play Rammstein.
Amazing.
Lessons, yeah. He was brilliant, Mr. Larkin.
If that doesn't make you want to learn German, I don't know what will. That's incredible. What is my random fact? I don't know what my random fact is today. I don't want to... I tend to repeat myself, so I don't want to repeat myself. Can you think of one for me?
Oh, God.
I've never been on a second date. Hopefully that will happen. There you go. Random fact.
There we go.
Right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Mark, from Park Lane Studios for the sound and the vision. Yep. He's basically in charge of all the technical amazement that makes the sound and look good even when the content is shocking.
Kind of wish he'd be in charge of us. We might be herded better that way.
Maybe. It's like, it must be like trying to herd cats working with us. Yeah. Bless him.
I don't like...
It doesn't like... Who doesn't? I don't or she doesn't?
What do you mean?
Don't like it when Mark makes suggestions? What, for the podcast or generally?
I don't get... Shut your mouth.
For the pod... Oh, in general life.
That's
okay. Right, okay. So...
I'm not getting...
Right.
I'm stating a fact.
Okay, yeah. Case in point.
You two can shut up.
I'm sorry. So if you have any spooky, weird, wonderful stories, send them over to us and you can get in contact. Go on linktree/Cars Macabre so you can find all of our listening platforms, YouTube links, email, social media, all the good stuff.
Like, share, download, comment if you're so inclined. Yeah, tell your friends about us.
Follow us on socials. Just get involved.
Get involved. We want to do more.
We love to get,
give me more time.
Yeah,
create me more time.
Yes. Let us know what the answer is to producing more time. And then if you've got any suggestions for episodes, for spooky chat cases, for proper cases, then just send them on over.
Let us know if you're happy to hear things that are maybe less car related in things like spooky chats.
None of this today was car related. It was...
You created a road trip?
Not in spooky chat, I didn't. That was in the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
This is... Oh, no, actually saying that, no, you're right, because, yes, but you could do a road trip for spooky places.
And the police went to the house in a car?
Yep. Yeah. Other than that, it was sort of animal-related and...
But we are who we are.
We are who we are, that's it. So, thank you very, very much for listening and or watching, and until next time,
stay spooky, bitches!